Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing the 5 best attackers in Rainbow Six Siege right now, right before the new season. So in the number 5 spot I have IQ. So IQ, and she's available to the AUG 82, AUG 82, which is 42 damage, has a fire rate of 720, mobility of 50, and capacity of 30. 52 Commando is the same thing, except it does 48 damage and has a fire rate of 690. And then the GA1 has a damage only at 37, but it has a higher fire rate of 850 and holds 50 bullets instead of 30. Her P12 does, let me check without, it does 44 damage, but with its suppressor does 37. And mobility of 45, and it has a capacity of 15. She's available with breach charges and a claymore, and yeah, and I think she's a really good operator, and she's a 3-speed 1 armor, and her gadget's really good. It's an electronics detector. It uses the electronics detector to locate any electronics in rings through obstacles such as wall. And now let's go check her operator video. And just saying, in this operator video, she's holding a shotgun, but she is not available to use shotgun. Just telling you that. Alright, that is her operator video. Now for her bio. She was born August 1st. She is 38 years old. She was born in Germany. She is 1.75 millimeters tall, and she is 70 kilograms. So she was born in, her background is Luis developed a knack for electronic engineering early in life. At 16, she completed her first internship with a local tech company. She would continue her education at MIT and Caltech in the United States. After university, she traveled for a year before dedicating her life into a new challenge, the Bundespolizei, BPOL. Lee thrived in her new environment, and after 2 years with the BPOL, she was recruited by the GSG-9. So yeah, I think IQ is a really good operator. I just think what makes her not as good as some other is that they took away her frag grenades, and also her guns are not really that good. So the number 4 spot we have here Maverick. So Maverick here is part of the GSUTR, and so he has the M4 AR-1550, which is a assault rifle, which does 62 damage to the body, has a 0 fire rate, like slow fire rate, mobility of 50, and only has a capacity of 10, while his M4 assault rifle does 44 damage, has a fire rate of 750, mobility of 50, and a capacity of 30. And his 1911 to cops is a really good gun. It does 55 damage, has a mobility of 45, and a capacity of 8. He has stun grenades and a claymore. And yeah, his primary guns are pretty good. I suggest the M4, but if you want to rock the AR-15, then you can. So his, you know, so yeah, Maverick's a pretty good operator. So he is a 3-speed 1 armor, and he has a breaching torch, and a blow torch capable of burning holes through reinforced walls at an almost inaudible level. Alright, so Maverick is so OP because he can open hatches that are reinforced. He can make little peeking holes through walls. He can literally open castle barricades with it, and it's just really good for peeking holes, and it usually kills a lot of people and gets them distracted. And he can also make holes, and yeah. So he was born April 20th. He's 36 years old. He's born in Bastis, Massachusetts. He was meters 1.8 meters tall. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And he's 82 kilograms. So his background is that, so the quote is, "The devil is in the details, that's where you'll find me." Bostonian Eric Thorne came from a multi-millionaire home and ranked in the top 2% in intelligence. After high school, he enlisted with the U.S. Army and rose in rank over a short period of time. He learned dairy and became an intelligence officer, serving in Kabul as foreign reporters. Adventures and criminal flocked to the city. Thorne was well known in the underground club circuit and even among locals as a proficient Buzkashi player. Thorne was invited into the unit as their regional specialist. Following selection, he remained in country, gathering intel, building networks of allies, and safe houses Americans, rescuing them with the necessary and helping local escape with violence. After 2 years of silence, he reemerged with enough intelligence to dismantle a major insurgency operation. There were still questions regarding his disappearance, but he was exonerated with and his testimony sealed. His successful missions, along with his expertise, gained him with the attention of 6. So yeah, that is Maverick's bio. And yeah, he's really OP, and yeah, I think he's a great overall operator. So if you don't know, number 5 is the worst out of the top 5, and number 1 is the best. So at our number 3 spot, I have Twitch. Amazing. She has the F2, which is a really good assault rifle. She has a .417 marksman rifle, which is trash. And she has the SGCQB, which is also trash. She has a P9, which I don't really like. And she has the LFP 586, which I have black eyes for. She has breaching charges and claymores. And her gadget is really good. So her F2 sword rifle does 37 damage, has a fire rate of 980, mobility of 50, and capacity of 30. Her .417 marksman rifle does 69 damage, has a very slow fire rate, has a mobility of 50, and can only hold 10 bullets. And her shotgun does a melee damage of 53 to the body, slow fire rate, mobility of 50, and capacity of 7. Her P9 does 45 damage, mobility of 45, and capacity of 16, while her revolver does damage of 78 damage, 0 fire rate, mobility of 45, and capacity of 6. So she was so close to getting second place. I only didn't put her second place because of the other operator's gadget, but her gadget is really good. She has the shock drone, which uses 2 shock drones to disable traps or injure enemies. Deploys the first shock drone during the preparation phase. She's a 2 armor, 2 speed, and very good. And now we're going to be watching her operator video. 3, 2, 1.
Quadruple independent gearboxes enabling 0 to 20 in under 4 seconds. 10 kilometers of internal wiring. 1,100 expertly machined hand-assembled components. Flawless control at over 300 meters. What all my team needs to know is, does it do the job or doesn't it? And let me tell you right now, it does the job.
Alright, yeah, that's just her operator. So her bio is that she was born October 12th, she was 20 years old. She's 1.68 meters, like I don't know how to say it, and she weighs 58 kilograms, which I think she should be a 3-speed 1 armor. She is a 2-speed 2 armor. Alright guys, sorry for that. So her background, she was born in the historic town of Nancy. Pitchman grew up in a family that valued education, particularly math and science. Early participation in sponsored computer programming competitions led her to joining the army. Her dad's at 16. So yeah, Twitch is a really good operator. I think. So now we're gonna move on to the number 2 spot, and which is Sophia. So Sophia is available to the LMGE, which does 41 damage, has a fire rate of 720, does a mobility of 50, and has a capacity of 150. And her M762 assault rifle does 38 damage. I don't know why this is 41 is worse, but it does 38 damage, has a fire rate of 730, mobility of 50, and capacity of 30. And her RG-15, which is one of the only pistols with a reflex, does 30 damage without a reflex, no, without a suppressor. 32 with a suppressor, has a fire rate of 0, mobility of 45, and capacity of 15. And she is available to breach charges and claymore, just like Twitch. And I put her eyes in her just because, like, her guns are pretty okay. I like them. But what really makes it better is that her gadget. So her gadget is the KS-79. It does double barrel launcher that can fire both concussion and impact grenades. She has a 2-speed 2 armor. And yeah, I think she's really OP because she has 4 cruiser grenades and can fire impact grenades, and they're pretty silent compared to Ash's. So yeah, I think she's a really good operator. So she was born January 28th, age 36. She's born in Poland. She's 1.7 meters, 9 meters tall, and she's 72 kilograms. Her background is, oh my gosh. Alright, born in Wishcroft, Sofia Bosak is the oldest daughter of Jan Bosak, former commander in the oldest Special Forces the ground. While attending her father's military high school, she was pursued to perform on every level, a burden her younger sister was not able to cope with. During a school trip to the Messeron Lake District, Sophia was a prey to a disturbing prank that almost cost her life. While she played in the lake, 3 boys from her class took turns trying to drown her, just for fun. This violent experience marked her with a deep mistrust of others. The following week, she had to sit beside her assignments in class to deal with her growing anxiety. She decided to push her training further and ensure she could rely on her skills for protection. Her father agreed to show her ruthless techniques, given she would never question his methods. When Sophia hit legal age, she enlisted into the army. Among Sophia's most notable exploits is a rescue operation in Guatemala, codenamed Red Agatha. A disastrous tropical storm formed a sinkhole in the middle of the city, swallowing an entire neighborhood. Sophia was deployed to protect a team of scientists examining the perimeter. During a sudden landfall, she saved a child from disappearing into the abyss. To reward her ability to withstand hardship, Sophia received a medal and was promoted to second lieutenant. Throughout her experience, Sophia forged a family overseas. To have more impact on the field, she learned to trust her squad mates with her life. Considering the cruel lesson that the incident at the lake ran far away from her father's brutal training, Sophia let down her walls, developing close ties for the first time. She met her now husband in a rogue operation in Mali, where they both mistook each other for hostiles. Challenged by her squad mates on the field, she discovered the true kind of specialist she wanted to become. At the peak of her career, she flew back to Poland for her wedding ceremony. The celebration was kept short, but Sophia quickly returned to Warsaw for her mandatory leave. Her rival in Poland was soon followed by her father's son in passing. The birth of her daughters had a profound effect on Sophia, igniting her need to cocoon with her family, but Ella ignored her sister's attempt to recanal. Sophia returned to Guam soon after hearing Ella would pass the selection, except for her attempts to reconnect with her sister. Sophia kept her distance with everyone else. Her squadron noticed this change and wondered if her recent obsession with her father's pocket watch was a remnant of grief or something more. When Ella accepted the prestigious offer to join Team Rainbow, Sophia saw no reason to stay behind. Everything about the Guam now seemed to remind her of her father. 3 months later, Sophia was an official member of Team Rainbow. So that is her bio, which is the longest background ever. Yeah, she's just a real good overall operator, and yeah, I think she's really good. So now for a number one spot, which I think have the two, which has the best assault rifle in game and one of the best SMGs on attacking, we have Hibana. So Hibana, she has the Type 89 assault rifle, which does 40 damage, has a fire rate 850, mobility 50, and holds 20 bullets. Her Supernova does 48 damage, has a fire rate of like 0, has a mobility of 50, and holds 7. Her Baron 9, which is really good, does 33 damage, has a fire rate of 1100, mobility of 50, and capacity of 25, while her P229 pistol does 51 damage, has a fire rate of 0, mobility of 45, and a capacity of 12. She has stun grenades and breaching charges. And yeah, just overall, she's a really good operator. She's a 3-speed, 1 armor, and her X-Cairo is her gadget. A 40mm grenade launcher firing explosive pellets that can be detonated from a distance. And now her bio is that she was born on July 12th, age 34, in Japan. She's 1.73 meters tall and 57 kilograms. So her background is as a Nigoe native Imagwana traveled the world to perfect her skills and technique. She specialized in paramilitary techniques gained by training with the SAS, FBI, SWAT, and GIGN. To name a few, from her diverse training, she acquired a rare tactical versatility, which includes a proficiency in tubular, bus train, and airplane assaults. The daughter of a local butcher, Hibana was inspired by her family to practice kudu at a young age. This long-range weapon marked her entry in martial arts by perfecting her assessment of multiple factors at once while carrying precise, controlled, and fluid motions. Her area of expertise is to gain entry in high-risk areas. During her studies at the National Police Academy, she gained the nickname Hibana due to her improvised explosive devices and brilliant leadership skills on the field. Fluent in 7 languages and lethal with any weapon, Hibana was recruited by the Aichi Prefectural Police Department Special Unit, which her diverse techniques and charms allowed her to move up to the ranks quickly. So yeah, Hibana is just a really amazing operator, and I think if you are looking to buy an offensive operator, buy Hibana. Yeah, and I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this, and yeah, hope to see you guys again.